Can't get a straight answer from anybody about buying a house and what it's going to cost you? Well, that's perfect, because in this video today, we're going to cover everything that you need to know and all of those hidden costs that you're going to run into. What's going on, everybody? Kyle Powers here with Haven Real Estate Group at eXp Realty, K-State grad, turned contractor, turned real estate agent and investor. As always, I really do appreciate you guys checking out our videos. So if you haven't done so and you enjoy our content, please go and hit that subscribe button. Go and hit that little bell so you get notified of any future content, and give us that like, because it does help us grow the channel. And let's go ahead and jump right into it. Today, we're going to cover a lot of the hidden costs that come with buying a house. So I'm going to touch on a lot of different topics. If you do have any questions, or if you want to expand a little bit further, go ahead and put in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you, or you can always reach out to me too if you wait till the end. I'm going to go through a couple of real life examples and a couple different things there that you can kind of expect when you go through all this stuff. And I'll give you some of my perfect examples of what I've gone through in my years of experience. So let's go and jump right into it. First one on the list is going to be your down payment. I know everyone's like, duh, Kyle, everybody knows we need a down payment. That's fair. But the thing that I get a lot of different times is I have people that don't know the differences, right? There are loans out there. You don't have to be military. Military is a great loan with a VA program and all that stuff with 0% down. But you have loans out there ranging from 0% down all the way to 20% and above. So you can get, just off the top of my head, you can get a USDA loan, which requires 0% down, not a military loan for you. So if you are interested in that, we can get you there. 3%, 3.5% for FHAs. Then you go on your way up, you go 5, 10, 15, 20% and on up from there. So I know that people say, oh, I can't afford a house. I can't do this. I can't do that. Fair, but there's ways we can do that. So first on the list is down payment, and that's an expense that most people expect, but definitely be aware of. Next thing on our list is going to be earnest money. Okay, so with earnest money, this is literally just as simple as, here you go, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, take this money, take this deposit, and we're gonna come back in 30 days, 45 days, and we're going to do that and give you the rest of the money at that point in time. The earnest money is just there to show that you are real and want to buy the house. Next on the list is going to be the appraisal fees. So a lot of times buyers don't understand that the appraisal is going to happen. It is a secondary non-biased party technically to go in and give us the actual valuation of this property. So what that is that's going to come out of your closing costs and things there. Typically those are $500 or so. It does change, so don't quote me on those numbers, but appraisal fees is the next one. Next thing on my list is near and dear to my heart, and that's home inspections. I will always, I don't care if it's a brand new build, I will always recommend that you do a home inspection, because you're going to find things that people don't necessarily, that you and I don't know. I can try to go through and look at it as best that I can, but those home inspections can be anywhere from $400 all the way up to $1,200, depending on the number of inspections that you get and the type of inspections that you get. Next one on our list is going to be closing costs. So closing cost is everything above and beyond your down payment and things like that. So that will include your registration for the house. That will include your mortgage origination fees. That will include title fees. That will include all kinds of different things that you can see. Again, depending on the price of the house, you're looking on that one from $5,000 to $6,000. I will say that appraisal fee is typically wrapped into your closing costs at that point. What I will tell you going from this point forward is going to be stuff that happens as you're going through and as you're in the house. But what I will tell you is when you go to actually close on a house, I always plan on about $5,000 to $6,000 in closing costs. And that's above and beyond what your down payment is. So that's going to include, that's always going to include all of those things that we've just talked about. So I would say, depending on what your down payment is, you've got probably $5,000 to $6,000 in closing costs, and then your inspection fees, which could be around $1,000. So I would say total to close on a house, you're looking at about $6,000 to $7,000, dependent on all in to get into that one. Again, going into something completely different, if you have somebody, a real estate agent negotiating for you, sometimes they can get those closing costs and things wrapped in or paid for by the seller, so be aware of that as well. Next on our list is going to be mortgage insurance. This is also be called PMI, which is private mortgage insurance. So there's a lot of differences with that one, but if you don't pay 20% or above, you have the potential of having PMI on your payments. And again, that your payment makes up your principal and interest, your taxes, your insurance, and then if you have PMI, it will also be added in there as well. Next on our list is going to be, I just touched on it, property taxes. So pay attention, especially here in the Manhattan area. There's a lot of differences with property taxes. We have special taxes. And again, if you want to, you can check out some of my other videos to dive deeper into that one. But that's something to be thinking about whenever you are looking at your monthly payment is property taxes. Again, we've touched on this one as well, but the next one on our list is homeowners insurance. Yes, unfortunately, you have to have insurance. Sometimes fortunately, depending on what happens, right? But homeowners insurance is something that we'll have. We've got insurance agents and people that will help explain a lot more of that one, but that's something that again works into your monthly payment as well. Taking a quick break. Thank you so much for watching these videos. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, go and hit that subscribe button. Go and hit that little bell so you get notified of any future content. And please share our videos. It does help us grow and reach more people. I would always very much appreciate that. So we'll back to the list. Next thing on our list is going to be your HOA fees. Now, again, not every neighborhood has them, not everybody has them, but it is something that you need to be aware of if you are moving into an area that has HOAs. Sometimes they cover, lawn care, maintenance, pool, neighborhood parks, anything like that. But make sure if you are don't know about if you have an HOA or not, either talk to me because I'm your real estate agent, or talk to your real estate agent and ask them if there's HOAs, if there's anything like that that needs to be aware of. So HOA fees is the one on our list there. Next thing on our list is going to be moving costs. Now, some people are gonna have a very low budget for moving costs, but then some people, you know what? I don't wanna touch anything and I'm gonna hire a moving company for that. So what happens is it just depends on where your level is of what you wanna do. Maybe you're renting a trailer and paying friends for drinks and food and trying to have them help you out, which is great. That's what I do. Or you can hire a moving company where you don't lift a finger. But so there are costs involved with that one, whether it be low end or high end. So just be aware that that is going to happen too. Next on our list is going to be utilities and maintenance. Again, you're buying a house, right? You no longer are renting, so you're gonna have to pay your utilities, which probably is pretty typical. So, and at least in our area, it's electric, gas, water, sewer, trash, those kinds of things. But the next thing you need to be aware of maintenance, right? Like you need to have those, you need to be ready for an HVAC system to go out. You need to be ready for the house to be painted. You need to be ready for a water heater to go out, or just whatever happens, right? Any kind of fixes and any kind of things, because it is your home and it is your responsibility to make sure it does stay up on the maintenance and things of that nature. Next thing on our list is going to be contingencies and unexpected costs. I'm gonna dive into this one. This is a big one for me. So I always, especially my first-time home buyers, or any buyer for that matter, I always recommend having a contingency fund, right? What the number I always look at right now is $5,000. If I've got $5,000 sitting in a bank, or just sitting in an account, or sitting on the mattress, I don't care where it is, but ready to go in case that HVAC system goes out, or in case that water heater goes out, or in case that roof needs replaced, whatever that is, $5,000 typically will cover it. So I always look at that. You may be plus or minus a little bit on that stuff, right? But it depends on what happens. Like a whole HVAC replacement is gonna cost you, like AC and heating is gonna cost you more than $5,000. The probability of both of those going out at the same time is very low. Not saying it doesn't happen, but it is very low. So that's why I say, if you can have a $5,000 contingency fund for housing projects or housing emergencies, that's what I always recommend, having that contingency fund. Okay, so real life example, one of the things that I just had it happen. So inspections, I get a lot of people that sometimes like, I don't want to do a lot of inspections, don't care. I'll give you my perfect example. I promise you my house was not a dump when I bought it, but there were things that were wrong with it, right? So I spent about $1,200 on inspections. I had a whole home, I had a radon, I had termites, I had all of fireplace inspection, I had all of these inspections go down, sewer line inspection, everything, right? And what I did with that is I took that investment, $1,000 investment, and then I came back, I found out my fireplace failed, my house had radon, my house had termites, my sewer line was 80% blocked, my soffits needed fixing. Like, there's a lot of things happening, right? I knew what I was getting into to a degree, but I didn't know all of those things. And so what I did is I went back to seller and I said, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I appreciate the house, I love the house, I still want to buy the house, but I've got all of these things that are wrong. And so I've sent that to them. I sent the actual reports and I said, here you go, here's where I'm at. And I said, can you fix all of these? And lo and behold, we had about $15,000 to $16,000 all fixed. You know, they replaced the sewer line, they treated for termites, treated for rate. I mean, just boom, 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 boom down the list. And we had all of that stuff taken care of. So it's a small investment, but it is something highly, very, very recommended and highly recommended in that stuff, because it can save you thousands of dollars on the back end of things too, because those are all things that I would have had to have done, right? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you do enjoy this content and if you want to see more of it, I try to put these videos out on a weekly basis. Go and hit that subscribe button, go and hit that little bell so you get notified when I do post another video. And then as always, if you know someone who is interested in this kind of stuff and or looking to buy a house here in the Manhattan area, please share this video with them. I'm here to help. Again, if you have any questions about buying, selling, investing, or anything real estate related, I'm here to help. Please give me a call. My phone number is 785-477-5485. My email is kyle@homesforsalemhk.com. And again, I appreciate you guys watching these videos. Stay tuned for more because we are going to have a lot more coming up. And as always, reach out, give me a call, give me an email, give me a text message, whatever it is. I'd love to hear from you. And if you have any ideas for videos, put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. So until next time, thanks for watching.